From the frozen tundras to the heart of the deepest jungles, our planet pulsates with life. Welcome to a journey through the world's most terrifying and bizarre traditions. Brace yourself for the shocking and strange customs that will leave you speechless. Prepare yourself, for what you are about to see will stay with you long after the screen fades to black. On the remote island of Pentecost in the Vanuatu archipelago, young men prepare for a ritual unlike any other. This is Naghol, a test of courage, strength, and a defiant dance with death. Imagine leaping from a rickety wooden tower, soaring through the air with nothing but vines tied to your ankles. The vines, carefully measured and prepared, are meant to break their fall, but the margin for error is razor thin. Yet year after year, the men of Vanuatu participate in this harrowing ritual, their cries echoing through the jungle as they embrace the abyss. Our journey takes us to the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia, where the line between life and death blurs during the Manen ritual. Every 3 years, the Torajan people exhume their deceased loved ones in a poignant display of devotion and remembrance. Families gather to lovingly clean and dress the remains in fresh clothes. The air hums with a mixture of grief and festivity as families share stories and offer food to the spirits of their ancestors. These meticulously preserved corpses, some centuries old, are carried through the villages, their journeys a solemn procession that honors the past and connects the living with their ancestors. Deep within the Amazon rainforest of Brazil, young boys of the Sateramao tribe face a coming-of-age ritual that tests the very limits of human endurance. Their initiation, enduring the agonizing sting of the bullet ant, an insect whose bite is said to be as painful as a gunshot. The boys, their faces stoic masks of determination, slip their hands into gloves filled with these ants, enduring excruciating pain for hours. To show weakness, to cry out, is to fail the test. The Philippines, a predominantly Catholic nation, observes Holy Week with a fervor rarely seen elsewhere. In the province of Pampanga, the faithful engage in a ritual both shocking and awe-inspiring self-flagellation. Penitents, their backs bare, whip themselves with bamboo sticks tipped with metal, drawing blood in a visceral display of devotion and atonement. Some even drag heavy crosses, their bodies mimicking the suffering of Christ. It's a spectacle that tests the limits of human endurance, a raw and unflinching expression of religious fervor. Is it a display of faith or fanaticism? The answer perhaps lies in the eyes of the beholder. High in the Himalayas, amidst the soaring peaks and windswept plateaus of Tibet, death takes on a different form. Here, the deceased are laid to rest not in the earth, but in the sky, their bodies offered to the elements and the vultures that circle overhead. A body, wrapped in white cloth, is carried to a designated location, a place of high elevation open to the elements. There, a ritual specialist, known as a rogyapa, will prepare the body, dismembering it and crushing the bones to facilitate the vulture's work. It is a practice that may seem jarring to some, but within the Tibetan Buddhist tradition it holds deep spiritual significance. The vultures, seen as celestial beings, act as psychopomps, carrying the souls of the departed to the heavens. The streets of Kuala Lumpur and Chennai throb with the rhythmic beat of drums as thousands gather to celebrate Thaipusam, a Hindu festival dedicated to Lord Murugan, the god of war. But this is no ordinary celebration. It's a spectacle of pain, sacrifice, and unwavering faith. Devotees, their faces contorted in a mixture of pain and ecstasy, subject themselves to excruciating acts of self-mutilation as a testament to their devotion to Lord Murugan. They believe that by enduring this pain, they cleanse themselves of past sins and attain spiritual enlightenment. The streets are filled with a sea of humanity, their bodies adorned with intricate jewelry and vibrant colors. Our journey takes us deeper into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, to the remote territories of the Yanomami people, where we encounter a ritual that challenges our very understanding of life and death endocannibalism. When a member of the Yanomami tribe passes away, their body is cremated and their ashes are mixed with a plantain soup. This soup, imbued with the essence of their loved one, is then consumed by family members in a solemn ceremony. It's not an act of barbarity, but a profound expression of love and respect. By consuming the ashes of their kin, the Yanomami believe they are keeping their spirits alive, ensuring their continued presence within the community. Our exploration of the macabre takes us to the island nation of Madagascar, where every 7 years, families partake in a ritual known as Famadihana, or the turning of the bones. Tombs are opened, and the skeletal remains of loved ones are exhumed, their bones carefully unwrapped from their burial shrouds. Families rejoice, wrapping the bones in fresh silk and carrying them through the villages in a joyous celebration. Music fills the air, and the living dance with the dead, their laughter mingling with the rustle of bones. It's a time for families to reconnect with their ancestors, to share stories and offer them news of the living world. In Sri Lanka, the air crackles with heat and anticipation as devotees prepare for a ritual that tests the very limits of human endurance, the fire-walking ceremony. Barefoot, the participants step onto the searing coals, their faces etched with a mixture of pain and unwavering faith. They walk across the fiery path, the heat radiating up through their souls, their belief in the power of their faith shielding them from harm. Our final destination takes us to the state of Karnataka in India, where a ritual practiced for centuries continues to spark controversy and awe baby tossing. Infants, some as young as a few months old, are dropped from a height of 50 feet from the roof of a temple or a specially constructed platform. Below, a group of men waits, holding a tightly stretched sheet to catch the falling infants. For those who participate in this ritual, it's an act of faith, a way to invoke the blessings of good health, fortune, and prosperity for their children. While the practice has been condemned by some as dangerous and barbaric, it continues to be observed in certain parts of India, a testament to the enduring power of tradition. From the heart-stopping leaps of the land divers to the bone-chilling rituals of the dead, we have journeyed to the far corners of the globe, encountering traditions that challenge our perceptions and leave us questioning the very nature of humanity. Which of these customs shocked you the most? Comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing stories.